Shades for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday, December the 14th. It's EDC girls basketball here tonight from West Fargo High School as the West Fargo Packers tangle with the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. In the last 10 meetings in this rivalry, it's split right down the middle. 5 wins for West Fargo, 5 wins for West Fargo Cheyenne. But as of late, the Packers are the team that holds a little bit of steam, winning the last 4 meetings against the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show for all of your insurance needs. Visit Irie Insurance online at IRIEINS.com. Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk with you here from West Fargo High School. Still to come on our pregame show, we'll sit down with both head coaches in his 4th season. That's Mike Benson at the helm for the West Fargo Packers. And in his 1st season, Kenyon Wingebach, the head coach for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Speaking of the Mustangs, Brent Hintz was the head coach for Cheyenne for their entirety in their program's history when it was built just under a decade ago for West Fargo Cheyenne, going from the freshman to sophomore up through JV and now varsity level for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. 2 state tournament appearances most recently came in 2018, and Cheyenne 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. A 15-point season opening win against Mandan back on December the 4th. Maya Metcalf had 27 points and 11 rebounds in the win. Then last week to close out December the 7th, they defeated the Wahpeton Huskies by a final of 80-78. Metcalf also with a nice double-double performance of 20 points and 10 rebounds for the junior forward for West Fargo Cheyenne. On the opposite side for the West Fargo Packers, ranked number 2 in the state in Class 8 girls basketball under the guidance again of Mike Benson. 2-0 on this season, 1-0 in conference play. They open up the year on December the 7th with a 67-29 win at Moorhead. Morale Simon, the future NDSU commit, had 26 points and 18 rebounds, and Chloe Fow had 17 points and 9 boards. Then last week on Friday, West Fargo built a 17-point halftime lead against Devils Lake. The Firebirds came back and made it single digits, but West Fargo got the win by 8, 72-64. Fow had 25 points, and Simon had 22 points in the win for the West Fargo Packers. Cheyenne looking for their first win in this series. That came back on March the 2nd of 2019. Still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, the early EDC standings as we see it tonight. A very busy night up and down the Red River Valley, and for games here on your live event as well. But when we come back, we'll hear from first-year head coach for West Fargo Cheyenne. That's Kenyon Wingebach when we return for our Coach's Corner. It's our Irie Insurance pregame show tonight. Class A girls basketball, number 2 West Fargo against the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs here on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available, welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight on your live event, West Fargo Cheyenne and West Fargo here in EDC girls basketball. With us is West Fargo Cheyenne head coach, that's Kenyon Wingebach. And coach, first and foremost, welcome to the East after being over on the western side of the state for many a year. Obviously, people will recognize the Wingebach last name as well. But before we get talking hoops, how do you like your time so far here in Fargo?
Oh, it's been amazing. I love the city, the district that I teach at. It's amazing. It's everything's just kind of been above and beyond what I've expected. So really happy here.
Going into your first couple of games this season, able to get a couple of W's, which is always the most important thing in terms of learning, especially you with the girls, and I'm sure the girls with your coaching staff as well. Something's different, something similar than maybe the previous coaching staff. First couple of games and first couple of weeks, how have everything gone from your point of view?
It's gone really well. I think we're really focused on a few things. We've tried to prioritize things, and sometimes I feel like we're building a house with just a hammer and a screwdriver. But at the same time, the kids are kind of learning what's important and what we can live without. And for us to get by those first two with some wins, and still, I don't think we're even close to where we think we'll be by the end of the year. I think it's helped to have Maya step up. She had 27 that first game, 4 3-pointers. I don't think she hit one last year. And then Peyton Breidenbach is the other one that I feel like just kind of gets us going. She, statistically, maybe not as big of a threat as Maya, but for our team, she's our motor. And once she gets into foul trouble or she has to sit, you can see us struggle a little bit. So just those two have helped carry the load for us, but everybody's kind of buying into what we're trying to do, and they just keep competing. And we had a heck of a game against WAP that we pulled out at the last second, and we never lost belief. We were down 6 with under 2 minutes, and they just kept believing and making plays. And from a starting standpoint, that's everything we can ask for.
And now you get your first taste of the West Fargo Cheyenne West Fargo rivalry here tonight, and West Fargo brings back a couple all-conference players and an all-stater from last year in Simon and Fow. So I know those are going to be challenges, but there's just more than Simon and Fow for West Fargo from a coaching standpoint. What do you see the first couple of games from a Mike Benson-led team?
Yeah, I think they play with really good pace. They force you to play fast, and they're really long all over the place. And you can talk about those two, but they've got a number of other kids that are 6 foot, 5'11", and they just keep rotating them off the bench. So, what we're going to have to do is limit deflections, try to get by that first wave of defense. I think a lot of their offense comes from their defense. So if we can force them to play a little more in the half court, or just kind of burn them in the full court after breaking the pressure. But that's going to be the biggest thing. If they can turn us over, that's Fow's game. She's unbelievable in the full court. And then they can also play in the half court, because then they got, Simon. So they're number 2 for a reason, and they're the team to beat in the East at this point, and we're going to give them our best shot. We've got a couple things we're going to try, but I think it's going to come down to turnovers.
Final thing for you before we let you go. From what you've seen in your time in the West, I know it's still early here in the East. I know anytime we get to a state tournament, because there's not a lot of crossover between the two sides. Some might say this side plays more physical, this one has more skill or more shooting. From your point of view as a coach, is it all the same, or is there a little more physicality on how they might call the game out in the West compared to what they might call the game in the East?
Yeah, there's some differences for sure. I think the overall pace of the game is a offensive-minded game in the East as opposed to the West. I think everybody just kind of plays man-to-man in different styles in the West, but you don't see a lot of variety like we see in the East. And that's a challenge that I'm going to have to see if we can figure out as a staff early with this season, knowing that we don't have all the tools yet. We don't have all our systems in yet. We just don't have a lot of those things, but we have the players, I feel, to execute those things. It's just going to take some time, but at the same time, they're eager and ready to win right now, and we've pulled off two wins, and we're not going to have any excuses. There are no excuses, but the game I'm used to in the West is different than the East, but at the end of the day, it's basketball, right? And we adjust, and the kids know how to play this style, so we're going to let them buck and see what happens.
Coach Wingebach, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here tonight against West Fargo.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. And again, Kenyon Wingebach with us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We come back after this. We'll get an inside look with the West Fargo Packers. And head coach, that is Mike Benson. That's all before the starting lineups and the opening tip tonight. That's about 10 minutes away here from West Fargo. It's the second-rated Packers going up against West Fargo Cheyenne. A battle of early season unbeatens here on your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show tonight from West Fargo High School, EDC girls basketball. It's West Fargo Packers and West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. With us is West Fargo head coach, that's Mike Benson. And Mike, a couple of games now, so you kind of have seen a little bit of a rhythm. You maybe found a little rotation. Obviously, Chloe Fallon, Riley Simon, they do a little bit of everything, being all conference players from a year ago. Riley, a second-team All-Stater from last year as well. But who are going to be some other girls that you're going to rely on as this season continues here, Mike?
You know, we're looking towards our other two guards to really get some things going for us. Briley Peterson and Taylor Van Winkle, they played really, really good defensively these first two games and struggle a little bit on the offensive end, but we expect them to get that figured out.
You go up against West Fargo Cheyenne. Brett Hintz was the head coach. Now you got Coach Wingebach over there. He comes from the West and a very good, Bismarck Century program for how many years over in the Class A and out in the West. Now he comes in. I know they played only 2 games, but can you see any similarities or differences from one coaching staff to another coaching staff here, Mike?
Well, from the first 2 scouts that we've had on them, I think the biggest difference is Coach Wingebach's playing pretty much all man-to-man defense. I expect that to happen tonight, and another thing that we've noticed is they haven't pressed too much, so I think they're just trying to get in the back in the half court and be solid.
The one thing is Metcalf, obviously, she's been a problem for a bunch of teams last year, and she continues to put up good numbers this year. What's going to be that matchup as this game continues?
She's a great talent, very good offensive player, very good rebounder, and she's shooting the 3 now, so she's doing all 3 levels pretty good. We're hoping we can neutralize her a little bit. I think we have a few more defensive options on her than maybe they have on us, so I'm hoping that we can throw some different looks at her. But there's no question, we got to take care of her tonight.
Going in the EDC, it seems like year in and year out, Fargo Davies normally has some talent. Grand Forks, whatever, always has a salty program. Valley City seems to have some quality girls. What are we going to see from top to bottom in the EDC this year, Mike? Does it feel like same old, or might we see 1 or 2 different teams?
Well, there's a lot of roster turnover on a lot of the Davies. They lost 3 all-conference players last year. They got some kids back, but they lost some kids, and Red River lost all 5 starters and a couple all-conference players. So there's a little different feel this year, but there's some tradition that's in the league, I think, that's playing a factor in some things. But, it should be competitive, and we're looking forward to a good one tonight.
Final thing for you, head coach Mike Benson with us. Last 10 meetings, these 2 teams have split, winning 5 and losing 5 against each other. Just that's the definition, I guess you could say, a little bit of a rivalry. What do you expect here later tonight against the Stangs?
Well, I think everybody's excited. It's our crosstown rival. I think everybody's going to be a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious. There's some kids that maybe haven't played in this game before, but once we settle in, it should be a good one.
Hey, Mike, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck against Cheyenne.
Thank you very much.
West Fargo Packers head coach Mike Benson again with us here on our pregame shows. We're inching into the starting lineups and the opening tip. Out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. A final in Class A girls basketball out west. Number 5 Bismarck Legacy goes down in the Buffalo City. Jamestown tops the Sabres by a final of 65-38. Jamestown over Legacy, and that's number 5 Legacy in the latest Class A girls basketball poll. There will be an updated one tomorrow for Class A. Also out-of-town scoreboard, Grand Forks Central at Devils Lake. Red River at the Fargo South Bruin Den. Fargo Shanley at North, and Valley City at number 3. Fargo Davies. Early season and early on here in conference play, but there is 4 teams that's unbeaten. Fargo Davies and Red River both respectively at 2-0 in the conference, with West Fargo and West Fargo Cheyenne right behind them at 1-0. Fargo South, Devils Lake North, and Shanley all 1-1 in conference play. Then Wahpeton, Grand Forks Central, and Fargo North at 0-2. Class A girls basketball poll, Bismarck Century number 1, the West Fargo Packers 2, Fargo Davies number 3 with Bismarck High number 5, Bismarck High number 4, and Legacy number 5. Receiving votes of Jamestown, Devils Lake, Cheyenne, and Minot. All roads lead to the capital city for the state tournament that'll take place March 10th through the 12th. The Super 8 from the Bismarck Event Center. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. And also make sure for the complete rundown of the schedule of what we have to offer, from the basketball court to the hockey rink to the wrestling mat, go to yourliveevent.com to check out what we have up and down the Red River Valley. Reggie Funk handling the camera. I'm Chase Miller. We come back after this. It's the starting lineups and the opening tip. 2-0 and number 2nd rated West Fargo going up against their rival and also 2-0, the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. It's Class A EDC girls basketball here tonight. The starting lineups and the opening tip is next from West Fargo High School here on your live event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, and Castleton. Or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
On your live event here, it is the West Fargo Packers and the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs in EDC girls basketball as we take a look at the starting lineups here tonight for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs and the West Fargo Packers. Cheyenne, again, 2-0 on the season with wins against Mandan and the Wahpeton Huskies. Up next after tonight, they will play at Fargo Davies on Friday, then travel to Devils Lake on Tuesday, December the 21st. Cheyenne averaging on the season 8 made three-pointers per contest, shooting 53% from the charity stripe and 36% so far from the floor here for the Mustangs. First-year head coach Coach Wingebach, the Mustangs looking for their first win in a couple of years here against the West Fargo Packers. We'll start with West Fargo Cheyenne as they'll go like this. Peyton Breidenbach, a 5'8 junior guard. Breidenbach averaging 13 points and 7 rebounds per contest. Maya Metcalf, a 6'2 junior forward, averaging 23 points and 10 boards. You have Lauren Fagerlin, a 5'5 senior guard, averaging 4 points and 3 assists. Carson Sanders, a 6-foot junior forward, averaging 10 points and 8.5 rebounds. And Olivia Manson, a 5'5 senior guard, averaging 12 points and 2 rebounds. So Breidenbach, Metcalf, Fagerlin, Sanders, and Manson, the starting 5 here for West Fargo Cheyenne. as we turn our attention to the opposite side here for the West Fargo Packers, head coached by Mike Benson. In his 4th season, the Packers so far on the year with a win at Moorhead to begin the season and an 8-point win against the Devils Lake Firebirds. Packers so far on the year, 4.5 3-pointers per game, shooting 53% from the line and 37% from the floor. They'll go like this. Chloe Fowl, a 21 points per game, 8 rebounds. Fowl, a 5'11 junior guard. Briley Peterson, a 5'7 sophomore guard. Peterson, 3 points, 5 assists, and 4 boards so far through 2 games. Taylor Van Winkle, a 5'11 junior guard, 5 points, 6.5 steals, and 3.5 rebounds. Mariley Simon, the NDSU verbal commit. Simon, a 6'1 junior forward, 24 points and 11 rebounds. And Jessica Walsvig, a 6' senior forward. Walsvig, 6.5 points and 7 boards for the West Fargo Packers. Chloe Fowl, followed by Peterson, Van Winkle, Simon, and Walsvig. West Fargo, again, head coach by Mike Benson. Winner goes to 3-0 on the season, 2-0 in conference play. The loser will drop to 2-1 on the year and 1-1 in conference play. In Class A basketball, 2 18-minute halves with a 30-second shot clock upcoming for the West Fargo Packers. After tonight, they will play at Fargo North from the Spartan Dome on Friday, and then on December the 21st, they will host the Fargo Davies Eagles right here from West Fargo High School. Going to be a fun game. Maya Metcalf definitely putting up the numbers for the junior in terms of double-doubles. Mariley Simon, we'll see how that matchup goes, both averaging double-doubles early on in the season, or might it be a role player that comes up for Coach Wingebach or Coach Benson here tonight? Simon in the center circle for West Fargo against Metcalf here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Reggie Funk handling the camera. Chase Miller with you courtside from West Fargo. Opening tip at 7:34 on a Tuesday night, and it's won by the West Fargo Packers as West Fargo will come out here to the near sideline. That's going to be Simon. Simon goes to the left baseline as they're looking for the 4-out 1 in. The 1 is fouled. Double team comes again on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball and possession arrow. Will go to West Fargo Cheyenne. So we see early the backside defense, Coach Wingebach coming from a very storied program in Bismarck Century where he was an assistant coach under Ron Metz, retired at the end of the season after winning another Class A girls basketball championship, this time over Fargo Davies last year. Cheyenne goes right down Main Street, right-handed runner by Breidenbach's off the mark, no good, and we're going to get a board by Fowl. Fowl will handle it now in the backcourt. Both teams with their opening possession still scoreless. Simon to the right-hand side, leaves it to the right wing on the baseline. Peterson gives it to Fowl. The 4 in, 1 out. The 1 right now, the 1 in is Simon. Peterson drives, gets cut off there under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Van Winkle, nice find down the paint, but Metcalf was there on the backside defense, and it'll stay with the West Fargo Packers. 5 seconds on the shot clock as Fowl gets set to inbound this one. Van Winkle off a screen to Simon, back to Fowl, dribble handoff. Runner will be long, and a board underneath to Metcalf, her first of the contest. West Fargo Cheyenne now will call out the offense. Breidenbach sees a double team. Ball goes right-hand side, and Breidenbach will keep it here. Little matchup zone. Right wing 3 on the way by Cheyenne was halfway down and out, and the rebound comes down to Fowl, her second after the miss by Fagerlin. With it now is Van Winkle in the front court for the Packers. Bounce pass on the inside to Simon. Good defense by Cheyenne getting there on the front-hand side, and Sanders as she goes almost into the first row. It'll stay with the West Fargo Packers here with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Both teams, fans, standing until they get their opening bucket. This one will go to Van Winkle, top of the key. Man defense continues by the Mustangs. This one now to Fowl. Fowl left of the key, crossing over right to left. Spins at the high post. Uses up her dribble to Peterson. The sophomore tiptoes the end line, but she goes out of bounds, and turnover number 2 for head coach Mike Benson. The Packers in 2 games averaging 69 points per contest, while defensively just giving up 46 as they have a little full court 2-2-1 press by West Fargo. There's a double team, and that's what the double team can do. It gets a turnover, the first by the Mustangs. In comparison, West Fargo Sheyenne averaging 73 points per game. Defensively, they're giving up 65 and had to come back in their last win against the Huskies. Down 6 late to get the win at home, 80-78. Foul off a screen, used up that dribble. Now to Van Winkle. Van Winkle looking on the interior to Simon. Ball gets skipped. Walsvik right to the key. This one tickles the twine. Jessica Walsvik for her third made three-pointer of the season and gives West Fargo the early 3-0 lead. West Fargo Sheyenne with Breidenbach inside the paint. Almost lost it for a minute. Getting on the floor is Walsvik. This one gets in the back. Shot clock already down to 12 seconds. As this one comes in the front court now with it is Sanders. Sanders to the high post. Metcalf there off the back tab long. Rebound goes to Walsvik. In transition is foul on the Packers. Foul going to go hard to the paint. Help comes late. Can't get that one to go, and it'll stay with West Fargo. Metcalf will bat that one away. Chloe Foul coming in. 21 points, 8 rebounds, and also 5 steals per contest in the first 2 games for West Fargo this season. Foul will have to get it in before a 5 count. Does with the second to spare to Simon. Cutting is Walsvik. Shot fake there. Power dribble. Walsvik can't get that one to go. And this one's going to get saved and tipped out to Metcalf underneath. West Fargo Cheyenne scoreless in the opening 3 minutes. Their fans still standing on their feet. Extra pass open, right baseline. Triple is Sanders. And we're tied at 3 apiece. We got a timeout on the floor. 14:56 left to play, or 54 left to play here in the first half. We're tied at 3 in Class A girls basketball on your live event.
81, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Well, Coach Wingebach takes an early timeout, so he'll have 4 remaining. See what they draw up here defensively, or maybe it was more of a offensive kind of adjustment here. Coming over the screen, and we're going to get an illegal ball pick on Simon. So Mariley will pick up her first and the team's first, and essentially becomes a turnover there on the West Fargo Packers. 3 points made by Jessica Walsvik, a 3-pointer in return by Sanders, and that's been the only scoring so far here on the opening couple minutes in Class A EDC girls basketball. West Fargo almost gets the steal. Cheyenne now works it around the horn to Sanders. Sanders back up top to Fagerlin. Fagerlin leaves it to Breidenbach. High post touch to Metcalf, and a foul here on Walsvik trying to get in front. Jessica with her first and the team's second. Seen West Fargo going a little more zone defense here. 2-3 playing the bottom of that zone. It's foul, Walsvik, and Simon. And they'll look to kind of probe a little bit with some man concepts once it comes into your area in terms of guarding the ball. This one, high post touch Metcalf, extra 5. Metcalf now right of the key for a 3-pointer off the front iron. And board to Simon. Opposite on the floor is going to be Peterson. Finds it. Right-hand side, Van Winkle as they work it around the horn to foul. Foul backs her defender down. Almost lost it for a moment. Now it is going to be a steal as it goes the other side for West Fargo Cheyenne. Breidenbach drives, gets the ball back on a little give-and-go action. Splits a pair of Packers. Bounce pass. Goes to the right-hand side of Sanders. Extra 5, Breidenbach right baseline triple. That one's going to rattle out, and a rebound to Chloe Foul, her third of the game. Foul in transition. One thing that Coach Wingebach talked to us in the pregame show saying, got to find where Chloe is at all times in transition as she forces up a 3-pointer. The rebound underneath to Metcalf, her third. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. Breidenbach leaves it. Manson left pocket. 3! Rattle it up. Olivia Manson with her 6th made 3-pointer of the season. It's 6-3 West Fargo Cheyenne with their first lead of the contest. West Fargo, Walsvik thought about a triple. The Packers have been scoreless for the last about 2.5, getting close to 3 minutes here. As this one goes to Van Winkle, skips it, Peterson. Briley drives, uses up that dribble. Her shot is blocked on the backside and saved underneath. Nice job by Sanders. Cheyenne sees a double team this one. Good defense there by Foul to get the steal as she goes down to a knee. Now off the court to Peterson. Peterson's going to drive, forces one up off the mark. No good. Ball gets tipped to Sanders for her second board. And a baseball pass goes the opposite side of the floor, and a turnover on back-to-back possessions for Cheyenne. Peterson, left wing, skips it. Not a foul. She's going to drive open. Wolsvik, this for her second three-pointer of the game, is long. And a backside rebound by Fagerlund. Now West Fargo missed one or two at the rim. Haven't been able to get anything from beyond the arc except for Wolsvik right now. The Mustangs down early 3-0 on a little 6-0 run. Nice bounce pass underneath, finishing with the left hand is Metcalf. And the third Mustang in the scoring column here makes it 8-3. West Fargo Cheyenne. Largest lead of the game for the Mustangs in half number one. Peterson takes a ball screen. This one goes to Foul. Foul trying to post up Simon on the inside. Simon working hard. Double team comes, and this is either going to be Sanders or Metcalf. Simon will go to the line shooting two. The foul will be on Carson, her first, team's first. Riley Simon at the free throw line for 2 shots upcoming for West Fargo. First free throw attempt on the way is good. Riley Simon, a verbal commit to North Dakota State, where she will go play in 2 seasons for head coach Jory Collins. Jasmine Williams will come into the game for the West Fargo Packers. Brooke Johnson in for West Fargo Cheyenne. Also Maddie Husted onto the game for the first time here tonight. And then you're going to get Brianna Dick, a 5'9" sophomore guard, averaging 3.5 points and 5 rebounds. Also in. Simon, free throw attempt number 2 is good. 8-5 Mustangs. 6 minutes in here in half number one. Double team comes. Williams almost gets the steal, and, well, Foul is almost going to get it. Now she tries to get it right back. Foul. Left-hand pass. Going to get tipped away and stolen. It goes right back quicker than a ping-pong match here to the Packers. Foul with a jab step inside Simon. Simon, double team comes. Kick out. Van Winkle, triple. That's going to be long. Wolsvik with the backside rebound. Now it goes on the interior. We're going to get a jump ball possession to West Fargo Cheyenne. Oh, for about 20 seconds there, didn't feel like anybody wanted the basketball. More of a hot potato. Regardless, West Fargo will handle it with just 1 main field goal so far in the game. That's a triple by Wolsvik. They're just down by 3. Cheyenne with 3 points of Manson, Sanders, and Metcalf right now with 2. Simon, jumper over Metcalf from 10 inside the paint. Riley now with 4, and the Packers are back within 1. This one gets up the floor. Cheyenne will handle it there with Husted. Husted sees a double team come. The Packers trying to get on the floor. Jasmine Williams does. Mike Benson with a couple of hand claps across the way. Possession will go to West Fargo Cheyenne, and if this is early, any indication of what we're going to expect here for a full 2 halves of Class A basketball of 36 minutes, this one should be a lot of fun here tonight from West Fargo. Williams almost gets the poke away steal. Now it goes to Husted. Left elbow jumper will rattle out. Rebound underneath is going to be with Dick, and picking up the foul looks to be Wolsvik, and that'll be her second. A tough one for Coach Benson because Jessica does a lot of dirty work. Her second, team's third. Shooting 2 is going to be Brianna, a 5'9" sophomore guard. First free throw attempt on the way will rattle out. And substitution here is Peterson will check in for Wolsvik for West Fargo. For West Fargo Cheyenne, Sanders will come in for Metcalf. Sanders at 6 foot, Metcalf at 6'2". Second free throw attempts on the way for Dick at the free throw line is good. So Cheyenne gets that lead up to 2 points right now, getting closer to the midway part of half number one. Class A EDC girls basketball number 2, West Fargo against receiving votes. West Fargo Cheyenne trying to get the poke away steal going coast to coast is Dick, and Dick will get fouled in the act of shooting as Peterson picks up the foul, her first, team's 4th, and we have a timeout on the floor. 10:54 left to play in half number one. Mustangs up by 2 here on your live event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
I'm back here, midway point of half number one. Both teams with one timeout so far. Mike Benson not too pleased on the last couple possessions. Takes a quick timeout, his first of half number one. And at the free throw line, again, we'll go Dick here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Just was 1 of 2 at the stripe just moments ago. We've seen West Fargo with 2 free throw attempts so far here tonight by Simon. This would be free throw attempts number 3 and 4 of the game for Cheyenne as a team. Free throw attempt 1 of 2 is in. The Mustangs lead it by 3. Free throw attempt number 2 will rattle out, and Simon with the rebound. Riley 4 points and 2 boards so far as Simon goes hard down the paint and count it. Simon with the and one, taking the scoring into her own business. A chance for the good old-fashioned three-point play. And Sanders becomes a little bit of foul trouble. Her second, team second. So Metcalf quickly comes off the bench for Carson. Nice play there by Simon. Not going to get in front of Riley. She's able to take it to the 10, and she's kind of worked on that game from last year to this year in terms of ball handling and shooting from 15 feet and out. Simon now with a game-high 7 points. She's 3 for 3 from the line, and we're knotted at 10. Here with 10:48 left to play in half number one. Full court press. Bryden Brock able to get it through as it goes to the left-hand side. Metcalf off the bench for the triple. Maya Metcalf now with 5. That's the third made triple for the Mustangs here in this first half. And West Fargo Cheyenne, they got the answer. Simon from 13 feet inside the paint, no. Rebound comes underneath to Dick, having a nice game off the bench, but then she throws the basketball away in transition for a turnover. West Fargo swept the regular season matchups last year and also 2019 and 2020. This time West Fargo Cheyenne beat the Packers March 2nd of 2019 in the EDC tournament. Foul jumper off the mark. Simon gets the rebound, put back for 2. Simon, 9 points and 3 rebounds. She's averaging a double-double early on the season for a reason, and ball gets prodded away by Van Winkle, and Peterson will check in for foul. Early on in this contest, seen a short bench for head coach Mike Benson, about rotating 2 players off the bench, playing 7 for West Fargo Cheyenne. We've seen 8 players in the contest. Right now for Coach Wingebach. West Fargo Cheyenne gets into the front court. Breidenbach leaves it. Metcalf open. She can shoot it again, and she buries another one. Metcalf with her 6th made 3 of the season, her 6th in the last 2 games alone. And West Fargo Cheyenne back up by 4. Van Winkle with it, drives, kick out, goes to Williams. She wants an answer 3, long, and a rebound underneath, getting on the floor, and we're going to say going out of bounds. That one's going to be on Seymour. Sauve, a 5'8" junior guard. As Manson returns to the floor alongside with Fagerlin here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Foul quickly back into the game here for West Fargo. 16-12, West Fargo Cheyenne leads it. 9:30 left to play in half number one. Still to come. We'll get to our first half report. Take a look at some of the numbers. Your out-of-town scoreboard and a look ahead for both the Packers and the Mustangs. That's to come up on our halftime show. Nice steal by Van Winkle. Peterson can't get the 2 points, and a rebound by Metcalf as it goes the other way for Cheyenne. A floater in transition by Dickno. And a one-handed rebound by Van Winkle up the floor back to Peterson. Nice bounce pass to Simon inside the paint for 2. Mariley Simon now with 9 of the points. I'll make that 11 of the points here for the West Fargo Packers. And another turnover. This one goes to Van Winkle. Bounce pass across the paint goes to Foul, who's fouled in transition. And Fagerlin will get called for the foul. Her first, the team's 3rd. Simon so far with 11 points, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Chloe Foul is scoreless, came in averaging 21 points per game in her first 2 contests. First of 2 on the way for the right-hander. Foul is good. West Fargo a chance to tie with this made free throw attempt. 8 turnovers so far on the Mustangs, 4 right now on the Packers. West Fargo shooting 5 of 5 from the stripe, while West Fargo Cheyenne is 2 of 4. Well, 2-2-1 full court press will continue by West Fargo. They've gotten a handful of steals so far because of it. Manson in the front court open, left baseline triple. That's Brooke Johnson. The 4th made 3-pointer by a different Cheyenne player here. And the one thing, if you're going to press in a full court press variety, one way to try to get the opposition to get out of it is make some threes, get to the line, or get some easy layups. And Cheyenne, even though they've been turning it over, getting enough three-pointers to make it worth their while. The other end of the floor, nice left-hand scoop by Peterson. Briley Peterson, the 5'7" sophomore, brings the Packers back within one. Now their team is led by double digits. Cheyenne got up 8-3 at one point here in the first half. This one gets kicked away by foul into the scorer's table. And we'll stay with West Fargo Cheyenne. Shot clock will stay at 21 seconds here. West Fargo Cheyenne right now led by the 8 points of Maya Metcalf. West Fargo led by the double digits 11 of Simon. This one goes to baseline. Johnson takes a couple dribbles, lost it. Then it's going to go to Simon on the steal. Van Winkle leads a 3-on-3. Van Winkle goes right down Main Street. Can't get the layup to go. A rebound goes to Dick, her second. Then West Fargo Cheyenne sees the pressure continue here, even off a miss by the Packers. There's the drive. There's the kick. There's the extra find to Metcalf. Top of the key for three. Metcalf with her third made triple. She's got 11, and the Mustangs are up by 4. Metcalf has half of the points here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Peterson takes a screen out of foul. Foul looking on the inside, back to Peterson, inside to Simon. Simon goes to baseline, jumper over Metcalf, no. And a rebound to Brooke Johnson, her first. West Fargo Cheyenne might need a heat check here to Metcalf. Ball goes to Fagerlin. 2-3 zone continues by the Packers. Metcalf, extra fine Fagerlin. Fagerlin takes the dribble inside to Metcalf. Metcalf spins over Simon. That shot might have been partially blocked. Regardless, ball will go out of play, not touching the rim. Brooke Johnson does a good job to throw it off a foul on the baseline, as we'll stay with West Fargo Cheyenne. Carson Sanders returns to the floor. Also into the game will be Manson on the left baseline. You have Metcalf, Fagerlin out there, and Breitenbach will return here for Cheyenne. Shot clock at 11 seconds. Sanders will have to play smart with 2 personal fouls right now for the Mustangs. Sanders takes a couple of dribbles. Jumper from the right elbow. Carson now with 5, and West Fargo Cheyenne leads it by 6, shooting very well as of late. Under 7 minutes to play before we get to the half. This one goes to foul. Foul's in a drive, left-handed layup. That one's going to go off the mark, and a rebound to West Fargo Cheyenne to Breitenbach. Other end of the floor, it's Metcalf back to Breitenbach. Metcalf with it. Posting up on the inside is Sanders. No one sees her as they work it around the horn. Now Sanders with it. Tough shot over Simon. Can't get that one to go on a rebound by Clayman, her first. Emily Clayman, a 5'9" senior. Playing some minutes here late in the first half for West Fargo. Packers will handle it with foul to Peterson. Peterson between the circles will spin, little shake and bake dribble, fires a pass to Seymour to the baseline that goes off the backboard, ends up in the hands of a Mustang. That's Peyton Breitenbach. Breitenbach tries to beat everybody down the floor. Her shot is swatted, and Chloe Fell looks to be the guilty party. She is. That'll be her first, team's 5th. Shooting at the free throw line will be Breitenbach. Shooting 2. Cheyenne 2 of 4 so far as a team from the free throw line. Peyton free throw attempt number 1 is good. Breitenbach, the 5'8" junior, gives the Mustangs a 7-point edge right now at 25-18. As Fargo's down 8-3. We'll see if Mike Benson calls a timeout. If Peyton makes this second free throw attempt, it's good, and a timeout on the floor will break with Mike. An 8-point edge for the Mustangs, their largest, with 5:54 left to play here in the first half on your live event.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
As Fargo Cheyenne right now 26-18 under 6 minutes to play. Second time out by Mike Benson. So he's got 3 remaining for West Fargo Sheyenne. They have 1, and West Fargo will inbound the basketball here. We'll see what Coach Benson draws up on this man-to-man defense. That's all that we've seen from the Mustangs in this first half. With it is Van Winkle, not a Simon. Simon reverse it right-hand side of Peterson, trying to post up Chloe Fowl. With it's Van Winkle, skips it to Peterson to the baseline. Simon will have to cut through here as Peterson sees it. Slings a pass to Clayman. She'll shoot the triple. No. Rebound underneath by Simon. Put back in 1. Simon a chance to make it 14 points in the first half at the free throw line. She already has 4 rebounds, and the Packers are back within 6. Simon at the charity stripe, able to get that one to go. Future Bison having a really nice performance here. 14 of West Fargo's 21 points, all by the junior forward. Right now she's going to need a little bit of help, though, as this game continues. The Mustangs have some more balance. Metcalf leads the 4 for the Mustangs with 11. And then you got a couple of other players either getting to the line or hitting some shots. One of those is Breidenbach, as she'll skip it to Manson. Triple right wing, no. And a rebound to Emily Clayman, her second. West Fargo at the bucket here can make it a 1-possession game. With it, Van Winkle uses up that dribble to Clayman. They're posting up Chloe Fowl on the inside. Skips it to Peterson. Peterson looking inside, now to Clayman. Extra fine Van Winkle. Triple left wing off the front iron. Van Winkle gets her own shot. Right hand scoop, no. Foul third time, yes. Chloe Fowl 4 points and 4 rebounds. Give Van Winkle the effort there. She shot it, followed her shot, threw it back up, and then Fowl was able to clear the miss. It's a little 5-0 run right now by the Packers after the timeout by Coach Benson. Cheyenne, nice up and under move by Peyton Breidenbach. She's got 4, and the Mustangs are back up by 5. Clayman with a shot fake as it goes left-hand side. Simon posting up. Ball gets skipped around the horn. This goes to Simon as you have Metcalf and Simon battling underneath. Ball will stay with the West Fargo Packers. Dick will return for West Fargo Cheyenne. Into the contest now is going to be Solveig Seymour, the 5'8 junior here for West Fargo. This one goes on the inside. Foul through a triple team, and she gets fouled in the act of shooting. Chloe go back to the free throw line. This will be on Manson, her first, team's 4th. Chloe Fowl 4 points, 4 rebounds. The 5'11 junior guard at the line shooting 2. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way when you talk to some coaches and just kind of check out social media. Fowl was able to take some visits to some NSIC programs this fall and summer. Metcalf clears the miss as Fowl goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. West Fargo down by 4, playing a little man defense. We've seen man in a 2-3. Sanders guarded there by Fowl. This one goes to Metcalf. Metcalf double team comes playing a 2-man game. Sanders, she'll shoot the 3 long and a board to Chloe Fowl, her 5th. Foul up the floor to Seymour. Gives it back to Chloe. Foul for the triple. That one's long. Rebound underneath by Simon. Right block off the window. Rattles out. Carson collects the miss. Simon gets her 5th board. Other end of the floor. Metcalf open. Extra fine. That goes to Dick with the triple. Trying to save it was Manson before it went out of bounds. And it goes to the West Fargo Packers. Houston will check in. As West Fargo will see this one in the front court, as that's going to be with Peterson. We got a officials timeout for the shot clock, as they'll have to reset the shot clock from 14 seconds to 30 seconds. And there we go. Make it 27, able to take a couple seconds off the clock with the dribble up the court. Simon left wing coming through, a little flex screen is Foul, up and under move herself. Can't finish with the left hand, however, and a rebound by Dick. Nice move, nice play design by West Fargo. Foul just going to get one at the left block. See if they come back to that one later in the contest for the Packers. With it in the front court, Breidenbach uses up that dribble. Finds it now to Houston on the floor, and a die-up. That'll favor the West Fargo Packers, so a turnover on West Fargo Cheyenne. Earlier tonight out in the West in WDA action, Jamestown defeated number 5 Bismarck Legacy 65-38. Jamestown was the first team out of the top 5 poll. There'll be a new one coming out tomorrow evening at 7. Simon, bounce pass, left-hand side foul. Foul back in your defender down, trying to get inside the paint. Throws one off the backboard for 2. Chloe Fowl with her second made field goal. She's got 7. And the West Fargo Packers are back within 2 points. Under 3 minutes to play here in half number 1. Wingebach crossing over right to left, trying to get the steal was Van Winkle. She got it to start. Peterson going the other way, right-handed layup. No foul, put back, and Chloe fouled in the act of shooting. So Chloe will have her 5th and 6th free throw opportunities to come. Husted picks up the foul, her first, team's 5th. Make it team 6, excuse me, and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. West Fargo Cheyenne up by 2 here on your live event.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Well, for the West Fargo Packers, a nice little 8-2 run to get them right back in this game with 5:54 left to play in the first half. Cheyenne was leading by 8. Since then, West Fargo has cut the deficit down to 2, and 2 shots upcoming here for Chloe Fowl. Chloe at the free throw line, 1 of 2 on the way. Misses the first so far on the night. 3 of 5 from the line. West Fargo, second one upcoming. For West Fargo, though, you've had all the points scored by Fowl or Simon outside of 5, a 2-pointer by Peterson, and a triple by Walsvik. Outside of that, it's been the 1-2 punch, just like we saw in Game 1 against Moorhead and Game 2 against Devils Lake, and there's a steal. Here comes Van Winkle the other way, left-handed layup, good for 2. Well, nice little 11-2 run right now by West Fargo as they lead at 29-28. 2:08 left to play right now here in the first half. So after the timeout by West Fargo Cheyenne, it's just slowly crept the other way here as the pendulum has gone to the team clad in white and green right now by West Fargo as they lead it by a point. 2-minute mark here of half number 1, a game that started at 7:34 tonight. Half hour old. Manson up the floor to Fagerlin. Fagerlin with under 10 seconds here on the shot clock. Uses up that dribble. Foul playing some pressure defense. Handoff to Wingebach. Takes a ball screen. Gets by Simon. Left-handed layup for 2. Peyton saw a little avenue, and she took it. She's got 6, and the Mustangs are up by 1. Peterson to Van Winkle. Van Winkle bounce past Simon. Inside goes to Fowl. Fowl through the contact off the window. Good for 2. Only Fowl right now. She's got 3 field goals in double digits with 10. 14 by Simon, 10 by Fowl, and the Packers are up by 1. Breidenbach up and over, pass inside, Metcalf over Simon. Help comes late. Maya Metcalf's been a little quiet in the latter part of the first half. She's got 3 made 3-pointers on top of 2 extra field goals. She's in double figures as well right now with 13 points to lead the floor for the Mustangs, who lead it back by 1. Simon left of the key. She tickles a twine. Simon with 17 points, her first made triple of the night, and she's showing the range. Oh, it's been a good one here this evening from West Fargo between the Mustangs and the Packers, and there's a steal. Seymour with it up the floor, gives it to Fowl, and we got a hard foul. Chloe will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Houston will pick up the foul for West Fargo Cheyenne. Her second, team 7th, and Fowl will go to the free throw line to shoot the pair. 2 shots upcoming. West Fargo a chance to extend their lead. Free throw attempt number 1 is good. 26-18 with 5:54 left to play in the first half. Over the last 5 minutes right now for West Fargo Cheyenne, it's been a 17-7 run. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way by foul is good, and we have a substitution as Williams will check out of the game. And right now for West Fargo Sheyenne, about an 8-second differential between shot clock and the game clock as the Mustangs see if they try to milk this time off and give West Fargo very little time to shoot in return. Down by 4 right now, the largest deficit for West Fargo Sheyenne. Ball goes right-hand side. Now their team is led by 10 here tonight. Cheyenne led by 8. West Fargo, their largest again, here by 4. Breidenbach's in a drive. Cut off there by Van Winkle. Crosses over Payton. Shot fake now to Manson. Extra fine. Deep three-pointer on the way. Off the front iron by Dick. Rebound, though, by Metcalf. And then we're going to get a turnover here as Uche Ayumegu's into the game. Van Winkle to Jasmine Williams. Good if it goes. That one's going to be short, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. A very entertaining half number 1, where it's number 2, West Fargo 36, and the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs 32. Halftime is coming up next here on your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
At the half, the West Fargo Packers lead it over the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs 36-32 in Class A EDC girls basketball. Winner goes to 3-0 on the season, 2-0 in conference play. Loser drops to 2-1 on the year and 1-1 in the EDC. Let's take a look at the team numbers. First for West Fargo, 5 players in the scoring column. They go 10 of 12 from the charity stripe with 2 made three-pointers. For West Fargo Cheyenne, 6 players in the scoring column, 4 of 6 from the line with 6 made three-pointers. West Fargo out-rebounding Cheyenne by 1, 17-16. The story, though, has been the turnovers. The Packers with 4, West Fargo Cheyenne with 14. Individual numbers leading the floor, Mariley Simon right now, 17 points, 4 of 4 from the line, a made three-pointer and 5 rebounds. Simon with 17 and 5. Chloe Fowl with 12 points, 6 of 8 from the stripe with 6 rebounds. Chloe again with 12 and 6. 3 points by Jessica Walsvik, who played through some foul trouble early. 2 points by Taylor Van Winkle, and a deuce by Bariley Peterson as well. For the Packers, led by Simon with 17 and Fowl with 12. For West Fargo Cheyenne, 13 points of Maya Metcalf. Metcalf with 3 main threes and 6 rebounds here for the Mustangs. 6 points then by Breitenbach, 2 for 2 from the line. 5 points by Carson Sanders with a triple, a 3-pointer by Johnson, a 3-pointer by Manson, then 2 points by Dick, who's 2 of 4 from the stripe. West Fargo Cheyenne led by the 13 points and 6 rebounds by Maya Metcalf here for West Fargo Cheyenne. At the half, it's the West Fargo Packers 36, the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs 32. We come back, we'll take a look at what's ahead on your live event and for both these programs before the second half gets underway here on your live event.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Going to NESCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, and Castleton. Or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
As we come back here on our halftime show, just moments away before we get ready for the second half. Still to come for West Fargo and West Fargo Cheyenne later this week. We'll start with the Mustangs. Up next, a Friday night tilt at Fargo Davies. So they're really going to get tested here for Coach Wingebach. Then Tuesday, December the 1st, they play at Devils Lake. On the opposite side for the West Fargo Packers. Up next, they go to Fargo North and play at the Spartan Dome against the Spartans. Then on Tuesday, December the 1st, they will host Fargo Davies here from West Fargo. So Davies, Cheyenne, West Fargo all will play each other here in the next week and a half of action. That's still to come here for both these programs. On your live event later this week, we got you covered. Class B Region 1 Boys Basketball, Central Cass at Maple River, out in Tower City, Cavalier, Hillsboro, Central Valley. You have West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Fargo South Shanley, and EDC boys hockey, that should be a good one Thursday night. Then Mayport CG and Northern Cass in Region 2 meeting Region 1 in Class B girls basketball. Those are just a handful of games that we have for you for the rest of this week. Go to yourliveevent.com. That's yourliveevent.com to check out the complete rundown. You can just subscribe to us on YouTube so you can see anytime that we're live. Follow us on Twitter as well by searching Your Live Event. At the half, West Fargo, Cheyenne, and West Fargo. It's the number 2 team in the state, the West Fargo Packers, 36. The West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs, 32. The Packers led by the 17 points of Simon. Cheyenne led by the 13 points of Metcalf. Second half actions next here on Your Live Event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
As we get ready for the second half, inbounding it right in front of us will be Olivia Manson. Yeah, Breidenbach on the floor alongside with Fogger, Lynn, Sanders, and Metcalf, the original starting 5 here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Mustangs in the front court. They leave it off. Breidenbach, deep three-pointer left wing is short, and a rebound to Chloe Fowl. Fowl so far with 7 boards on the night. This one goes the other way. Van Winkle, good drive. Just can't get that one to go now to Sanders. West Fargo Cheyenne. We'll see this one in the front court. Breidenbach with a little hesitation dribble. Nice up and under move on the hesitation. Peyton has 8 points right now for the Mustangs as they're back within 2. This one now goes between the circles. Peterson left wing goes hard down the paint. That one off the mark, no good. And a board to Metcalf, her 7th. Other end of the floor here for Cheyenne. A chance to take the lead or possibly tie. West Fargo continues to put some pressure on. We've seen a mix of zone 2-3 and man-to-man defense by the Packers. By West Fargo Cheyenne, it's been pretty much all man-to-man defense so far here tonight. This one goes left-hand side. That's Metcalf. Gets cut off under 5 seconds to shoot. Mustangs going to have to try to get one off. Manson tries left-handed pass on the inside to Metcalf. Partially blocked, and that's going to be a shot clock violation as there is no possession from either squad. And defense there by West Fargo, as they see the lead right now and trim down to 2 as the Packers will handle it in the front court. You got Peterson, Fowl, Van Winkle, Simon, and Walsvik, the original starting 5 on the floor here for West Fargo. Walsvik, right to the key, three-pointer, no. Rebound tapped underneath as Peterson will somehow come up with it. Her first of this second half. Van Winkle uses up her dribble, finds Simon, rises from 15 feet. That'll rattle in. Simon, 19 points and second chance opportunities as well here for the Packers as they lead it by 4. This one goes in the front court now, trying to whip it through. Nothing there to Fagerlin. Fagerlin around the horn. Sanders coming through a flex cut was Breidenbach. This one right-hand side. Metcalf triple. That one will rattle out and a board to Chloe Fowl, her 8th of the contest. Now to Van Winkle. Van Winkle thought about a 3 to Peterson. Simon posting up on the inside, gets it there, fires one from 7, that'll rattle in. Mariley Simon with 21 points, her season high is 26 at Moorhead. And we're going to get a timeout here by West Fargo Cheyenne. And we'll keep it here with 15:40. Actually, we'll take a break with them. 15:40 left to play in regulation. Packers up by 6 on Your Live Event.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Taking a look at a season ago for both of these teams, for the West Fargo Packers, 15-8, lost to Devils Lake in a state qualifier. 3 straight years that the Packers have lost at the state qualifying game to try to get to the Final 8 in Class A hoops. 15-9 3 years ago, 14-10 2 years ago. Last year, 15-8 for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs, 13-12 back-to-back seasons. They've lost in the state qualifier in back-to-back years as well. Last time they made state 3 years ago, a 4th-place finish in Bismarck. And that's when they had Maggie Manson, who now at the University of North Dakota. That was her senior year for Cheyenne. Seen some really good players through these programs in the last handful of years, whether it's playing collegiate basketball or playing softball at a certain level or any other sport. Follow there on the drive. This one will be on Walsvik, her 3rd, team's first of the second half. First foul by either squad. Took 2.5 minutes in the second stanza. Cheyenne to inbound. This one will come through to Manson. Runner off the mark, but we're going to get a foul here on Metcalf trying to collect the rebound. Maya will pick up her first and the team's first. So at the half, it was 36-32 West Fargo. 2.5 minutes here in the second half. The Packers have extended that lead just a little by 6. Van Winkle now coming through is going to be foul. Foul crossing over. Double team comes, shoots over the double team. Triple going to be off the mark, but foul. Collects her own rebound. Now to Van Winkle. Van Winkle left wing drives hard down the paint. Her shot partially blocked by Sanders as it goes the other end of the floor here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Fagerlin. This one between the rings. Well, hesitation dribble by Breidenbach. Leaves it right-hand side as Sanders back to Breidenbach, who spins at the elbow. Quadruple Packers come, so a kick out to Sanders is short. And a board by Simon, her 6th. Simon up the floor quickly to Walsvik. Walsvik back to Van Winkle. Van Winkle with it to Simon. Simon looking in, nothing there as they reverse it around the horn. We've seen the interchange of the 4 out, 1 in. A lot of times that 1 in will be Simon backdoor on the find to Peterson for the end one. Riley Peterson just found herself open. Foul collects the assist. And the foul will be on Fagerlin, it looks like, here for West Fargo Cheyenne. That's going to be her 3rd, team 2nd. As coming into the contest will be Dick here for Cheyenne. You'll have Brooke Johnson on the floor for the Mustangs as well. West Fargo, largest lead of the game at 8. Free throw attempt for the and one is good, and Peterson now has 5. It's the largest lead for either team here at 9 as Williams will come in. So 43-34, West Fargo sees their largest lead of the game. Playing well after the halftime break. Little 7-2 run to start. Posting up on the interior, standard hard shot over Simon, and a rebound to Jessica Walsvik, her 3rd. Foul to Simon inside. Power dribble, splits a pair of Mustangs, and Simon continues to rack them up. She's got 23 as West Fargo leads it by 11. In that kind of game, Simon and foul, and all of a sudden he put a Peterson or someone else for West Fargo. Gets hot. Look out for the rest of the state. Maya Metcalf skips it across the way to Johnson. Williams on the guard. Under 10 seconds to shoot here on this possession for West Fargo Cheyenne. There's a foul. Taylor Van Winkle will pick up her 1st and the team's 2nd. Fresh 30 here for West Fargo Cheyenne. The Mustangs just held to 2 points here in the opening 4 minutes and 21 seconds of the second half. Breidenbach has the 2. Otherwise, looking for some scoring here, or at least get to the free throw line. This one, Johnson, as they reverse it around the horn. Williams almost gets the steal. Metcalf sees it. Nice find to Sanders on the inside. Left-handed shot, no. Walsvik collects the miss. Foul in transition, working with it the other way. It's a 4-on-3 foul. Stop and pop off the backboard. Good for 2. Chloe foul now with 14 points, and the Packers lead it by 13. Cheyenne with just 2 timeouts remaining. Metcalf shoots from 13 feet. That one will rattle out and aboard by Walsvik, her 5th. Foul working with it the other end of the floor, and this is where West Fargo is dangerous in transition. Foul crossing over right to left, and a foul comes. Chloe's all right. She kind of grabbed her knee to start. Might have just had a knee, hit a knee. That's never fun. Peyton will pick up the foul. Breitenbach will pick up her first, a team's 3rd, and Chloe Foul goes to the free throw line. 14 points, 9 rebounds. So far here this evening, 6 of 8 from the stripe. Free throw attempt is going to be in there for the first. Make it a 12-2 run right now here to open up this second half, as Husted will check into the contest, as Breitenbach will check out here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Free throw attempt number 2 by Foul. That one rattles out and aboard, coming underneath to the Mustangs. Well, the Mustangs down by 14. Still a lot of time, under 13 minutes to play. They just need get a little good offensive rhythm or set right now. This would help. Metcalf triple from the right wing is short. Ball goes out of play, and hitting that one hard is going to be Dick, as we have a substitution as Peterson will check in alongside with Solveig Seymour. And West Fargo, this is a chance for the Packers up by 14. You just kind of feel in games where you have a chance to maybe put a team away early. And this is exactly right now where West Fargo kind of sits. Up by 14. Simon drives to Seymour on the baseline, now to Walsvik. Walsvik up and over pass to Simon. Simon over a Mustang. Can't get that one to go on a rebound by Husted. As right now, Foul's kind of gutting one out right now, as Chloe might have to come out of the game. And just wonder how that knee is doing after she collided just moments ago on the opposite side. Looking to play all right, though, right now. Husted drives the paint around the horn in the hands of Johnson. Extra fine on the pass to Dick. Dick with it to Metcalf. Left elbow jumper is long. Ball goes underneath, and a fresh 30 here by the rebound by Dick. This one goes to the right baseline, Johnson. Johnson cut off there. Ball goes out of play, as will stay with Cheyenne. Van Winkle will check in, as Foul will come out. Cheyenne slated to inbound this one, as Dick will inbound it to the right of the baseline. Dick finds Metcalf. Double team comes. Backdoor find to Dick, and a steal. Seymour gets the steal in transition here for the Packers, as it's down to Van Winkle. Van Winkle's going to drive hard, and a blocking foul in the act of shooting. The foul on Dick, and that'll be team foul number 4. And right now, Taylor Van Winkle, she just kind of ran through the A-gap, so to speak, here a lot in the second half, just driving the floor, driving the lane. If she misses, you feel like Foul or Simon or someone will get the miss, and we've seen that a couple times, as first free throw attempt by Van Winkle is short. Uche Eumegu will check into the game. Eumegu, a 6'4" senior. And if you talk with Mike Benson, just someone that continues to understand the game a little bit more every year, but also just a pest defensively. That's what, when Uche's on the floor, she's out there to get rebounds and just be a menace, and hence why she's guarding Metcalf right now here on this possession. This one comes around the horn to Husted. Husted looking inside, nothing there. Left wing now to Brooke Johnson. Johnson back to Husted. Husted takes a couple dribbles, uses up that drive. Dick goes hard down the paint. Uche's there on the help, and we're going to get a tie-up. Possession will go to the West Fargo Packers, and it's still only 2 points for West Fargo Cheyenne here in the second half, and got a timeout on the floor. 11:22 left to play in regulation. The Packers up by 15 on your live event. Well, West Fargo Cheyenne with only one timeout remaining now for the Mustangs for the conclusion of this game. But for head coach Coach Wingebach, first year on the bench on the sideline here. Former assistant to Bismarck Century, Ron Metz, now coaching here at West Fargo Cheyenne seizes Mustangs down by 15 points. It's an 11-2 run right now by the West Fargo Packers. A 13-2 run right now. Jumpers off the mark, but Houston collects the miss, and we're going to get a reach and foul here on Van Winkle. Van Winkle will pick up her second, team's third. But again, West Fargo Cheyenne just 2 points in the almost 7 minutes of this second half. Down by 15, trying to go on the inside to Metcalf, and a foul there on Uche. Ayumegu will pick up her first, team's fourth. And right now, both teams have 4 team fouls right now. West Fargo with 3 timeouts left to Cheyenne's again 1. Manson on the inbound, gives it around the horn to Metcalf to Breidenbach. Breidenbach with a shot fake, drives back to left-hand side. They're trying to give it now to Metcalf. Bounce pass inside. Metcalf, her shot is blocked by foul, but it ends up with the Mustangs. Manson inside to Metcalf, and we're going to get a turnover. Picking up the steal is Peterson in transition. Van Winkle, right-handed layup, good for 2. Taylor Van Winkle now with 5, and West Fargo leads it 51-34. Packers showing you why they're the number 2 team in the preseason poll in state, and they're trying to keep it that way as the new polls come out next week, and we got a traveling violation here. As right into Ayumegu for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs is Houston. And right now, give a lot of credit to West Fargo's defense. They've just gotten West Fargo Cheyenne out of rhythm, and they have held that pedal to the metal, particularly here. Getting some balanced scoring. Simon has 6 of the points in this second half, but we've seen Van Winkle, we've seen Peterson, we've seen Fowl, a little more balanced in that first half. This one gets skipped. Van Winkle left-hand side. She's in a drive, gets cut off. Now it goes to Fowl. Posting up on the inside is Simon. Fowl dribbles to left, short baseline, and an offensive foul here on Chloe. Her second, team's 5th, as it goes to the opposite end of the floor now in West Fargo Cheyenne. That sound like a broken record here the last minute and a half to 2 minutes. They just need a field goal. They just need to get something to go through the cylinder, whether it's a three-pointer, something inside the paint, or get to the free throw line. Metcalf, drop spin to the baseline over Walsvik. She can't collect it, and coming out of nowhere is Simon. Baseball pass up the floor to Foul with the right-handed layup and a foul. Chloe Fowl was able to get enough of the contact, and she created it. Fagerlin will pick up her 4th, team's 4th, and Fowl just a savvy player with 15 points. And we're going to have 2 shots upcoming here. Or if they'll say it was in the act of shooting here. And it will be 2 free throws here for Fowl. Just making sure it wasn't on the floor. Foul now is 16, so you have 21 by Simon, 16 by Fowl. Van Winkle has 5. You have 5 by Peterson, and the 3 points by Walsvik. Cheyenne will see Brooke Johnson into the game. And then Jasmine Williams will check in for Jessica Walsvik. Walsvik will check out, 3 points, 5 rebounds. Picked up 2 early fouls in half number 1. Getting close to the midway point here of the second half, and the West Fargo Packers just continue to extend their lead every time you look up. And there they do it again. Foul goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line right now with 17 points as the Packers lead it by their largest margin at 19. Cheyenne looking for it. This one goes left-hand side Mustangs there with Manson. Manson bounce pass on the interior. Sanders, difficult shot over Simon. Can't get that one to go, and then we're going to get a foul here on Chloe Fowl. She'll pick up her 3rd, team 6 after the offensive board by Sanders. Sanders with 5 points and 6 rebounds in the game. West Fargo Cheyenne just trying to get off that number 34 mark. Mustangs slated to inbound it. As they do, this one will go out of play and will stay with West Fargo Cheyenne. It was 40-34 West Fargo at the 15:40 mark. Since then, it's just continued to be an avalanche, if you will, if you're a Mustang fan right now, as the Packers playing awfully well here in this second half. West Fargo inbounds it to Manson, now to the left-hand side as it goes. Left wing, here comes a double team, and Williams almost gets the steal. Mike Benson, though, has seen this before in their last game on Friday night against Devils Lake. West Fargo is up by 17 at the half, and they let it late about that 15-20 point mark with 6-7 minutes left to go before Devils Lake went on a run and got it down within single digits. That's what Cheyenne will try to do here. Tough fadeaway jumper on the backside board by Sanders. Rebound comes down to foul now with a double-double inside to Simon. Simon off the left block, good for 2. Simon just continues to add them up right now with 25 points. Other end of the floor, runner off the mark, no good. Simon with the rebound, her 8th. Simon leads a little 3-on-3, gives it to Van Winkle. Van Winkle uses up the dribble, not a foul. Foul with the shot fake, back in her defender, down, cut off at the free throw line. Looking inside, now to Walsvik. Back to foul, Simon posting up. They're going to get it to her at the left short corner. Back to foul now with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Foul will handle it, crossing over. Drives, a little shovel pass to Peterson with 4, with 3, back to foul, just inside the three-point line is good. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. It's all West Fargo in the second half here on your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
West Fargo opens up the second half on a 21-2 run right now over the almost 10 minutes here of the second half. A 21-2 run here by the West Fargo Packers against the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs with 8:32 left to play here in the second half. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll name you our players of the game. Also from there, we'll take a look at the final numbers, stats, and get you your out-of-town scoreboard. That's still all to come here on our post-game show, as we'll bring you some scores from across the state of North Dakota and look for some of those in Class A as well. Girls basketball, Red River defeats Fargo South 64-45. So the Rough Riders get to 3-0 on the season. After the timeout by head coach Mike Benson, he has 2 remaining. The West Fargo Packers will come out a little full court press. We'll continue in that 2-2-1. This one goes, Manson almost lost it. Left-hand side ball gets deflected and right into a hand of a Packer. Up the other end of the floor is Peterson. This one will go and stay with West Fargo. So Fargo South drops to 1-2 in conference play, while the Red River Rough Riders, easier said than actually saying it, the Rough Riders go to 3-0 in conference play right now. South will play at Wahpeton on Thursday. Red River will play at Chamblee on Friday, and there's an and one. Briley Peterson with the and one. The foul comes on Dick, her second, team 6th, and Peterson now with 7 points. 5'7" sophomore guard. This will be her season high so far with points. That one is going to be off the mark, and a backside rebound goes to West Fargo Cheyenne. As Breitenbach drives, kick out Manson, right baseline triple. Off the mark, Metcalf trying to battle for it underneath, and they'll get a fresh 30 here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Got a season high in points as well for as Simon. She's 1 bucket away from topping 26th at Moorhead, as she's currently got 25 right now for the Packers. Cheyenne off the inbounds. Breitenbach left baseline triple, no. Rebound goes underneath, and we're going to have a tie-up possession to the West Fargo Packers. Cheyenne led by the 13 points with Metcalf, 7 rebounds. 8 points by Breitenbach to 5 points of Saunders and 6 rebounds. West Fargo with Simon. We'll give this one to Foul. Foul at the right wing. Free throw line extended. Crossing over, right to left, spins at the elbow, tries to get a tough shot to go. She can't, and a board to Brooke Johnson. Johnson, the other end of the floor, finds Manson in transition. Extra find to Dick. Dick uses up that dribble. Now they try to reverse it. Williams is there. She gets her hand in the passing lane. Williams goes hard to the paint. Right-handed scoop shot, no. And a board to a West Fargo Cheyenne, and a foul here on Williams. Jasmine, her first, team 7, so we'll be in the 1-and-1 opportunity moving forward for both teams. Nick will go to the free throw line. This would be a make one to get one opportunity for the Mustangs. Fagerlin will check in quickly. Alongside with her, you have Houston on the floor, Metcalf, and Fagerlin. Cheyenne, with this result, would drop to 2-1 on the season, 1-1 in conference play. Free throw attempt by Dick is good. That snaps a scoreless drought here. Again, at the 15:40 mark, Cheyenne was able to get on the board. So, in over 8 minutes of play, that West Fargo Cheyenne has yet to score a point. They get one there. Free throw attempt number 2 by Dick goes 2 for 2 from the line. Substitution here as she will check out. Carson Sanders will check in. Full court press now by West Fargo Cheyenne, chasing the game, trying to get a couple steals, work with it the other way. For West Fargo, you don't need to play 4 corners of basketball and just milk the clock. Just like to see some quality possessions. Three-pointer by Simons long, rebound by Peterson underneath. That one is no good, and then a board goes to Fagerlin. Peterson gets her second rebound of the game. Can't finish, though, at the rim. West Fargo Cheyenne 2 points. They get a stop, and here's where you start building up a run if you're the Mustangs. Metcalf underneath tries to get by Walsvik, and we'll get a foul here underneath. Jessica will get called for the foul. Her 4th, team's 8th, and at the line to shoot the 1-1 is going to be Metcalf. Metcalf with her first free throw attempt of the game. As a team, West Fargo Cheyenne 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Now make them 7 of 9. Metcalf with 14 points. Little mini 3-0 run here as Uche Eumegu will check back in here for West Fargo. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Metcalf will rattle out, and a rebound by the aforementioned Uche. I think Mike Benson, I'm talking with him earlier before the JV game, mentioning that one thing that this team will have to learn early on this season against quality clubs like a Devils Lake, like a Cheyenne and Davies, trying to close out games. That's what they're trying to do here, as Williams almost had this one stolen away, and she does. As it goes to the other end of the floor for West Fargo Cheyenne. Manson finds a trailing Sanders. Her shot is blocked away by Uche. Uche looks to go coast to coast. Can't get that one down. Simon spins underneath and gets one to go. A season high for Simon. 27 points on the night. Oh, a highlight reel, though, by Uche, and she'll get called for the foul. But Eumegu pick up her second. Team's 9th, it'll be a 1-1 the other end. So Metcalf goes back to the line, but what a play by Uche. As Williams will check out, Van Winkle will come in. Simon right now 27 points and 9 rebounds we got her down for. Trying to be the second Packer in the double category as Metcalf makes free throw attempt number 1. 15 points here for Maya. Her season high so far through 2 games coming into tonight was 27 points against Mandan. Checking in here for West Fargo Cheyenne will be Elena Holder, the 5'10 junior forward, as she'll come in for Houston. Full court press continues here by the Mustangs. If you're just joining us, half number 1 was back and forth. It was like a heavyweight boxing match. You had a little run here, a run there. West Fargo got up early, 3-0. Then the Mustangs led for the majority of the first half, as Peterson's pass will go to the trainer across the way for a turnover. And then all of a sudden, you 36-32 West Fargo up by 4, but they were down by as many as 8 with 5:54 left to play in the first half, for the Packers to swing that around into their favor to lead it by 4 points. And then it's been all West Fargo green here in the second half. Good play by Metcalf. No backside help. Metcalf now with 18 points, and the Mustangs are back within 20. Under 6 minutes to play. Mustangs not going away quietly right now. Van Winkle takes a ball screen, goes hard down the paint. Her shot partially deflected, and then Van Winkle stepped out of bounds on the baseline as it's a turnover going the other way. But a nice half, though, for the West Fargo Packers. 36 points again in half number 1. 25 points here in the second half for West Fargo Cheyenne. 32 points in half number 1 and just 9 points here in the second. Van Winkle trying to get the steal. If the Packers do commit a foul, will be 2 shots for the remainder of the game here for Cheyenne, as they'll be in the double bonus. West Fargo on the opposite side is just in the 1-and-1. Metcalf gets by Walsvik. Help comes late, and Metcalf will get called for the foul. Van Winkle undercut her. Taylor will pick up her third, team's 10th, and Metcalf goes back to the free throw line. This is just what the doctor ordered. If you're Cheyenne, down by 20, try to score when the clock is stopped and get some shots at the charity stripe. Metcalf shooting 1 of 2. First one is going to be long. Up next for Cheyenne, they will play a very good Fargo Davies team at Davies on Friday night. For the West Fargo Packers, they will make the trek to Fargo North and play the Spartans. Metcalf goes 1 of 2 from the line, now with a team-high 19 points. Season average coming into tonight was 23.5 points and 10.5 boards. She might get there here tonight. Simon gets a dribble, leaves it to Van Winkle. Van Winkle to Peterson. Peterson fires it to Simon. Oh, nice move. Gets by Metcalf. Can't get that one to go. Walsvik collects the miss. Kick out. Van Winkle, three-pointer no, and a really good box out by Metcalf as Simon picks up the foul. Riley will get her second, and then we go the other way as Metcalf will be shooting 2. Metcalf can just camp out at the free throw line the last 2.5 minutes of game action, and Cheyenne trails by 19. Again, down 57-34 at the 8:32 mark. Seen the Packers necessarily own play and possession here in this second half. Cheyenne, free throw attempt is good. Metcalf now with 20 points. And she has surpassed 20 or more points in every game this season. Free throw attempt number 2 by Metcalf is good now with 21. Just a junior, the 6'2 junior forward showing her three-point range as well. She's made 3 of them here tonight in the Mustangs. Look up now, just trailing it by 17. So another stop, another score the other way. Can start making things a little more interesting here at the conclusion of this one. Foul, nice step through, can't get that one to go. Collects her own miss, forces one up, no. Backside board by Walsvik, she throws it up for 2. That might be the dagger. Walsvik now with 5 points and 7 rebounds, and the Packers are back up by 19. And this might be the one that puts this one over the top if Cheyenne were to get on a run and hit some threes. We saw in the first half they were able to. 6 made 3-pointers in the first. They haven't hit one here in the second until right there. Metcalf now with 24 points. And Metcalf with her 4th made 3 as the Mustangs trail it by 16 under 4 minutes to play. Now West Fargo can really strike to limit possessions here, just kind of reverse it around the horn, try to not get a shot off unless it's an easy layup like that. Foul with the assist. Riley Simon now with 29 points. A season high again for the junior. Nice little give and go action the other end. Metcalf to Manson. Manson can't get that one to fall. Foul with 12 points. Peterson bounce pass. Oh, what a find to Walsvik. But can't grab that one. Sanders gets the rebound. Other end of the floor. 3-pointer in transition for the Mustangs with Holder no. And a board underneath by Foul. Now to Simon. Riley handles it. Off the backboard, no, and she gets swatted on the back. Simon now with a double-double on the night. The foul will be with Metcalf, her second, team 7th. Simon with 29 points and 10 boards here for the junior. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw attempt is good. Simon 5 of 5 from the free throw line, and you just keep looking down, and a ton of made field goals. 6 made field goals in the first half. She's got 6 made field goals here in the second half. One of them is a 3-pointer to boot. Free throw attempt number 2 by Simon is good. Simon now with 31 points here for the Packers, as West Fargo leads it by 20. Our player of the game is going to be announced on our post-game show. Take a look at the final numbers of this one and a look ahead on your live event. Brandon Bach, nice drive down the paint. She gets fouled in the act of shooting, so Peyton will go to the line to shoot 2. This will be on Walsvik, so Walsvik will foul out on the night with 5 points and 7 rebounds for the 6-foot senior early on in the game again. She was playing with foul trouble. West Fargo will win their 5th game against West Fargo Cheyenne in this series. In terms of their 5th straight, the last 10 was split at 5 apiece. West Fargo has owned it, though, as of late. As Peyton makes free throw attempt number 1. Second one upcoming here for the 5'8 junior. This to get into double digits here for Breidenbach. That one rattles out. Metcalf saves it, but then there's a turnover. Going with it the other side of the floor. Foul. Can't get that one to go. Gets the ball right back. Throws it up. Ball's tipped underneath, and it's going to be a rebound to Johnson. So foul now with 14 rebounds on the night, but can't get that one. Metcalf jumper, no. Backside board on the tip. Goes to Van Winkle. Van Winkle with it on the other side. Bounce pass to Peterson. Peterson off the backboard. This one gets tipped out then to Seymour. And we're going to get a blocking foul here. We'll have a 1-and-1. Peyton picks up the foul. Breidenbach will collect her second, team's 8th. And the free throw line will be Van Winkle shooting the 1-and-1. And we have a timeout here on the floor with 2:29 left to play in regulation. Packers up by 19 on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton. Or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
67-48, the West Fargo Packers have just owned the second half, in particularly here in EDC basketball. A final, Lisbon over Tri-State 58-51 in Region 1 Class B girls basketball for the Broncos. Update for you in boys hockey, Fargo Davies 4, West Fargo Cheyenne scoreless. In EDC boys hockey, the Eagles lead it by 4 over the Mustangs. And again, a final in EDC girls basketball earlier tonight. Grand Forks Red River over Fargo South, 64-45. Chase Miller with you courtside alongside with Reggie Funk. Shooting at the free throw line is going to be Van Winkle for the 1-and-1 opportunity here for the Packers. Taylor misses the first. Rebound comes underneath. This is to Sanders. Foul still on the floor for West Fargo. Breidenbach with it. This one goes to the right-hand side. Cheyenne, nice find to Metcalf, who gets fouled, and Maya will go to the free throw line. 24 points on the night for Metcalf. The foul upcoming here. This will be on Simon, her third. Metcalf, season high of 27 points in their season opener against Mandan. Just a stat-stuffing machine. 27 points and 11 boards against Mandan. 20 points and 10 rebounds against Wahpeton. And so far here tonight, we got her down for 25 points and 8 rebounds. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Metcalf. That one is good. 26 points to lead the Mustangs. Here is Maya. We got 9 points by Breidenbach. Everybody else is in single digits, and we got a foul and count it. Chloe Foul will get the and one opportunity. The foul comes on Sanders, her third, team's 9th, and foul just continues to add on to these digits. 21 points right now. Chance to get to 22 at the line. West Fargo. Free throw attempt is good. The Packers 67 points against Moorhead, 72 against Devils Lake, and so far with 70 here against West Fargo Cheyenne. West Fargo Cheyenne will see a man-to-man defense against the Packers here, as this one's going to be with Brooke Johnson top of the key. She'll swing it around the horn to Dick. Dick, a deep three-pointer on the way off the back tab. Rebound, though, by Sanders. Sanders put back no. Metcalf then tries to corral one. This one will go out of play with Simon. Substitution as Jocelyn Jackson, the 5'7 junior, will come in for Simon. So Simon will finish with 31 points on the night and 10 rebounds here for the Packers. Getting a season high in 31, and I have to double back with Mike Benson. That might even be a career high. She put up some numbers last year as a sophomore. We'll have to double check. Foul will be underneath. Solveig Seymour will pick up the foul. Her first. Dick at the free throw line. Brenna so far tonight, 4 of 6 from the stripe. She'll be shooting 2 here for the Mustangs. First one on the way is long. One thing, though, from West Fargo, out of the first 3 games are any indication in terms of you start seeing a little bit of a rhythm. This one going to get missed. Metcalf tries to save it. She does, but it goes to Clayman. And something that's been an early theme here is a 3-pointer on the way is short by Jackson. Ball goes out is that Chloe Fow and Mariley Simon are the 1-2 punch here of West Fargo. If they can just get one player to be the third on any given night, they're going to be very difficult to beat. Doesn't matter if it's Peterson, a Van Winkle, a Welsvik, or someone coming off the bench. If they can just get someone else to get 8 points, 8 rebounds consistently enough with Peterson and Van Winkle, there's another 16 points, and if Foul gets 16, Simon gets 20. All of a sudden you look up, and there's going to be 50, 55 points before you start talking about a Welsvik who can get you double figures on a given night, too, for the Packers. So definitely no doubt about it. Mike Benson's West Fargo Packers, they got options, and they got a defensive hound like that, and Jasmine Williams can't get that ball to go, and then we got a double dribble in the backcourt after the rebound by Clayman. On the opposite side for Cheyenne, Maya Metcalf, someone that's going to be an all-conference performer, and you can even mention an all-stater. Same thing. They're going to need some help. Carson Sanders can provide some scoring. Brandon Bach can do that as well. Just didn't get enough of it, particularly in the second half here tonight for West Fargo Cheyenne. Mustangs with this result will pick up their first conference loss of the season, drop to 1-1. West Fargo will improve to 2-0. Whipping run through is going to be Husted. Leaves it now to Holder. Back to the right-hand side to Carly Erlacher, the 5'7 junior. High 3-pointer by Holder is going to be short, and it goes to West Fargo. What the West Fargo Packers have to do is inbound this one, get up the floor, kill some clock, and then you can see this one go into the win column as they'll pick up their 5th straight win against West Fargo Cheyenne in this series. As you go back into this series, they've won 4 straight. Last Cheyenne win was on March 2nd of 2019. Jumper on the way, it's good. Seymour gets the triple. It's the first made 3-pointer of this second half for the Packers, their 3rd of the game, and that's a season high for West Fargo. Other end of the floor, Husted able to get 2 points, and West Fargo will bring it up. Lean at 73-52. As this one is going to be a final here tonight as West Fargo going to see this one, and that will be your final. The West Fargo Packers win it 73-52 over the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Our post-game show is coming up next here on your live event.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we come back here, a final again on this one, the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs and the West Fargo Packers. The West Fargo Packers pick up the W here tonight by a final of 73-54. That is a final. West Fargo able to get the win by, again, 73-52. That is a final for the second-rated team in the state as West Fargo goes to 3-0 on the year now. On the opposite side for West Fargo Sheyenne, they will drop to 2-1. Let's take a look at some of the final numbers in this one. For the West Fargo Packers, 31 points by Mariley Simon to lead the way for Metcalf. She would finish with 26. West Fargo Sheyenne, they had 7 players in the scoring column, 24 turnovers. Shot very well, though, from the charity stripe. There's 16 of 22 from the line, and they would have 7 made three-pointers in this one is a final. For the West Fargo Packers, they had 6 players in the scoring column. And the line here tonight for West Fargo, they were 18 of 24 from the stripe for the Packers. And in this second half, just 1 three-pointer. They had 3 three-pointers in the game. 8 turnovers for West Fargo. Individual numbers, 31 points by Mariley Simon, a season high, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 17 points in the first half for Simon. Fowl would finish with 22 points on the night, 12 points in the first half. She would go 10 of 13 from the stripe. Simon went 6 of 6. 7 points then by Briley Peterson, 5 points by Van Winkle, and 3 points by Solveig Seymour. 5 points by Jessica Walvik, 5 points, and 7 rebounds. For West Fargo Sheyenne, 26 points by Maya Metcalf. Metcalf would go 8 of 10 from the free throw line all in the second half. She was finished with 13 points in the first with 3 made three-pointers, 4 threes in the game. From there, 9 points by Brennenbach. You had 5 points apiece by Carson Sanders and Brenna Dick, as Dick went 5 of 8 from the free throw line. 3 points by Brooke Johnson and Olivia Manson, and 2 points by Maddie Husted here for West Fargo Sheyenne. The Mustangs led by the 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 made threes by Metcalf here for West Fargo Sheyenne. We come back, we'll name you our player of the game. That's next as the Packers win it by 21 here on your live event.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
On to our final segment here as the West Fargo Packers win it again by a final of 73-52. They were trailing it by 8 points at one point in the first half with 5:54 left to play, 26-18. They come back, take a 4-point lead at the half, and eventually go on to win where they held West Fargo Sheyenne at one point a 21-2 run to start the second half, and they held the Mustangs just 2 points in the opening almost 10 minutes of play in the second half here for West Fargo Sheyenne. Our players of the game, 1-2 combination again of Fau and Simon. They would combine for 53 points, and in this game, 24 rebounds as well. 53 of the 73 come from Simon and Fau. Riley with 31, Chloe Fau with 22 for West Fargo. On the opposite side for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs, they were led by the 26 points of Maya Metcalf, 26 points, and she would go 8 of 10 from the foul line here, as well as Metcalf. Again, you can almost just pencil in 15, 20 points a night for Metcalf, and she was able to get 8 rebounds to boot as well. She is our player of the game here for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. So West Fargo Sheyenne drops to 2-1 on the season, 1-1 in conference play. Up next, a game at Fargo Davies on Friday night. On the opposite side here for the West Fargo Packers, their next game will be at Fargo North on Friday, as West Fargo improves to 3-0 on the season and 2-0 in conference play. A very impressive win here for the West Fargo Packers in this one as they win it. We'll take one more quick break. When we come back after this, we'll try to snag a quick player here and go over the final numbers in this one as some of the players are back on the floor, and maybe try to snag a coach as well. Again, your final in this one, it is 73-52.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
Back here at West Fargo High School, the second-ranked West Fargo Packers get the win over the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. 5 straight in this one, 73-52. I'm Chase Miller. This is the head coach for West Fargo, Mike Benson. And Mike, first and foremost, congratulations. You start off with a 3-pointer to begin the game, and you see Cheyenne kind of take control a little bit early. They got up by 8 points, 26-18, with 5:54 left in the second half. And it seemed like your team found a little rhythm, got a little defensive going, got up by 4 points, and just took whatever that last 5-minute stretch was in the first half and just erupted in the second half. What did you see from your team here tonight, Mike?
Well, I think what happened was we told our kids, they kind of gave us their knockout punch right away, gave us everything they got, played really well the first half. Got to give them a lot of credit. They got a lot of really good players. Maya Metcalf is really good. And we just dug in on the defensive end, and that led to a lot of offensive opportunities. And it's pretty easy to coach when you got Chloe Fau and Riley Simon on your team. So they played great, and it was just a total team effort. I'm really proud of our kids.
I was saying an early theme between those two, again, over 50 points, nearly 30 rebounds between those two. But in the second half, can you talk about Briley Peterson? Taylor Van Winkle just continued to drive and get to the 10. I know Walsvik was kind of playing through some foul trouble, but she got some rebounds. You saw Uche come out and get a block and almost get coast to coast. There was a lot of other players that kind of got their hand involved in the game, whether it was rebounds, steals, defense, offense, some other role players here in the second half, Mike.
Well, Jessica Walsvik particularly was really, really nice tonight. She got in those early foul trouble. First half, we ice her a little bit, but we challenged her the second half on Maya. And I mean, Maya still got her points, but we told them, hey, if they don't make a three-pointer, if Maya doesn't make a three-pointer this, and she ended up getting one on us, but we had extended the lead a little bit, but she played great. Taylor and Briley, they're just pests up there. pregame I told you, they hadn't been shooting well, and I thought maybe tonight would be different. It doesn't look like they got on the right track quite yet, but they're going to get there. They're great offensive players, but one thing that we take a lot of pride in is we play so hard, and our kids exert themselves so much, and particularly on the defensive end. Briley and Taylor were just unbelievable, and they just made things really, really hard on their guards, and that helped out keeping Metcalf under control a little bit. It was hard to get the ball into her. So, it was a total team effort. We had Uche coming in there. That was awesome. She played 5 minutes here, but those 5 minutes were important minutes. So she came in here and had some nice plays.
A final thing for your next 2 games now at Fargo North, and then you go up against a really quality opponent again in Fargo Davies. You went up against Devils Lake, traditionally really good. West Fargo Cheyenne's been right there in the middle part of the EDC, some years on top of the EDC, and now you're going to have Davies coming up. But Fargo North, they've continued to build a little bit every year as well. So what are these next 2 games you kind of want to see before you get to the Christmas break here, Mike?
I'd like us to shoot the ball a little bit better. We're still under 40% from the field, and we're not shooting the 3 particularly well. I really like how we're getting to the free throw line 25 times tonight. I think we're getting around 25 to 30 at the last 3 games here, so I want us to continue to attack. But if we can just dig in on the defensive end, these shots are going to start to come, I think. Holding a team to 52, they're a quality team, man. 20 points in the second half. I mean, that took a lot of effort on our part. We're still getting used to we're used to being the underdog, and now we're going into these games, and we're the team to beat a little bit. So, they came out, they punched us in the mouth right away, and we were able to come back. So I'll be looking forward to that these next couple of games, seeing if we can do those things.
Mike, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations. We'll see you down the line, and maybe if someone's still taking photos, either Chloe or Morale, if you got them here, we'll get them on quickly before we bid adieu.
I'll go snag one of them. Thanks, Chase.
That again, Mike Benson, head coach for the West Fargo Packers as they win it. Mike again in his 4th year at the helm here for the West Fargo Packers, and again, just a really quality performance by West Fargo, as we mentioned. 31 points by Simon, 10 rebounds. Chloe with 22 points on the night, 14 boards. Just a nice 1-2 combination as West Fargo gets to 3-0 on the season as we bring the junior guard and now Chloe into the game, as Chloe will kind of get the headset on there. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Yep. Okay, perfect. And then we'll just bring that down. Nicely done tonight. I want to talk about a play where you had it on the second half, left wing, kind of like a 1-2 combination with yourself and Morale Simon. You go hard to the paint, and all of a sudden you hear Morale ask for the ball, and you're just able to whip it to her. Can you just talk about the chemistry that you two have built, throughout the year to make a play like that, where a lot of congested inside the paint, but able to still find that 1-2 combination?
I mean, honestly, last year and the years past, me and Morale call ourselves the dynamic duo. It's just kind of funny, saying we have good chemistry and stuff, but. Honestly, it's all Morale. She can just catch anything you throw at her, so that's big kudos to her.
You've seen the progression for your team in game number 1 against Moorhead, a non-conference game. You see Devils Lake, first half was great. Second half, you kind of had to find a way to hold on and win. This one was, first half was a dogfight, and second half, you guys just came out and played lights-out defense. What kind of changed, or what did you bring at the end of the first half into the second half to really hold Cheyenne to 2 points for about 10 minutes in that second half, Chloe?
I think it was just our man-to-man defense, because they were hitting so many threes. Just our zone wasn't working, so switching to man was a lot better for us.
The one thing that you want to take away from this game, still early, I know, January and February is a long ways down the way, but what's game number 3? What do you want to take from this game before you go up against the Norse and the Davies of the world still to come?
I mean, honestly, just getting better every day. The games that really matter are the tournaments, so just keep working hard these days and just take wins that we can get.
What's the one thing that you've liked to see in your game? Whether it's been a 3, whether it's getting offensive rebounds, have you been focusing more on the defensive side the first month of the season here, Chloe? What's something that you're going to continue to work on, as you mentioned, about improving every day?
I mean, yeah, my threes haven't really been falling, but hopefully that will just come. I've been working on it, so.
It's been a lot of fun. We got you down for 22 points, 14 rebounds, able to go, I think, 10 of 13 from the foul line, too, so you're able to get the charity stripe a number of times. Chloe, congratulations on the win, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Then again, Chloe Fau with us here on our post-game show as the West Fargo Packers, again, get to 3-0 on the season and 2-0 in conference play. Been a lot of fun. On behalf of Reggie Funk, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. The West Fargo Packers pick up the victory 73-52 over West Fargo Cheyenne. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night, and make sure you go to Your Live Event to check out our complete schedule that we have for the rest of the week on yourliveevent.com.